Welcome to Brett Dupree's talk on his awesome health journey. I'm Brett Dupree, and that's what I'm here to talk about. Today, I'm talking about something I had to develop from the beginning of this process when I started working with my nutritionist, because if I didn't, I would have failed miserably and probably quit, which is having a long term mindset. Basically speaking, I had to change my entire mindset when it came to goal setting. It's hard, especially when you're in personal growth and personal development, really getting into the law of attraction. There's this feeling that things should happen quickly. Once I get into the energy vortex vibration, the universe should fold over backwards to give me what I want. And a lot of times it was a healthy body with six pack abs. But no matter how hard I tried, I could never get, as Greg Barrett used to say, ripped like Jesus. But I did get a bigger and bigger keg, because apparently that's what I was in the energy vortex of, was a bigger and bigger belly. Anyway, so at the beginning of this, as I've mentioned before, it was difficult gaining weight and everything, but putting my faith in my nutritionist, because the thought of being able to have what I mentioned in my previous two videos, this idea that food doesn't, take up every aspect of my being, and the fact that being in touch with my body cues felt worth going for. So I had this long-term goal of recognizing that I suck at this, and maybe 6 months to a year at now I will be okay, which has happened. I am okay. I'm not saying I'm an expert at this. Sorry about that. My nose itched, so I paused the video. So I'm not saying I'm an expert at this. I am saying that I am getting better, and as I'm working towards getting better, and that's when I decided to really take that to the next level. And so my hashtag that I say to myself is fit by 50. My goal is when I turn 50 to be able to, if I want, do a 10K, do be relatively fit and really healthy, and to make incremental steps towards that. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a 10K or a marathon or something like that, but I want to be able to think I can. And I think that's good in the sense where, number one, I'm 44, so I don't even turn 45 this year. So I'm giving myself a lot of leeway. And since I'm not tying my behavior to my goal, I'm trying just to set a realistic expectation of something to shoot for. And since I'm not doing what I said previously, tying my actions to the goal, I don't think I'll get to the point where, let's say I turn 45, right? And last time I weighed myself, I was 470. And so my thought process is I'll be around 450, and then hopefully by 46 be around 400, and then 47 be around 350, and then 48 be around 300, and then 49 250, of just slowly, incrementally. Hopefully my body will decide to lose the fat off my body while I exercise to build muscle, and exercise to be healthier, and eat for enjoyment and not to satisfy my emotional needs, but to tie eating to my physical needs, and then tying my emotional needs to other activities, which sometimes can be eating, but at the same time not using that as a crutch or all the time. So I'm hoping these decisions will allow that to happen. My main goal, I guess, is around 234, is what I've always wanted to weigh. And yeah, it's really interesting having this idea of having my actions, but it's nice to have a goal, I think. But also to not really tie it up to a goal. So it can go either way. Before, all my behaviors were tied to that number. I would get to the point, let's say I weighed 420 in August, which is my birthday. And my old mindset would be, oh, I'm doing great. I can slow down. I don't have to go as hard. I don't have to diet as much, and then derail myself. Or if I still weigh 470 in August, my thought process will be, oh my God, what I'm doing isn't working. This isn't worth it. I might as well eat whatever I want. But the thing is if I'm already exercising as much as I want for my heart, not to see the scale go down, for my muscles So, you can be welcome to the gun show. Then that doesn't matter. I mean, the weight doesn't matter. That's just a number. And since I have such a long term goal, I can just work on uh adjusting. And when I'm like 48 3 years from now, I'll adjust to where I am, and hopefully I'm still doing this at 48. I mean, that's the thing. I think I can do this for the rest of my life. As I said before, this is just doable, which I can never say for intermittent fasting or keto, or even counting calories and creating a calorie deficit based off that. Everything, all those are overwhelming and terrible to my mental health, and eventually terrible to my body. I mean, that's why I don't like calorie deficit talk, because that doesn't address the actual problem, which is I don't care. Yeah, I would make more money if I made more. I would have more money if I had, if I made more money and spent less money. Thank you for that terrible advice. I mean, it's just, yeah, calorie deficit, just a stupid advice. Doesn't help. I mean, sure, but it just doesn't address anything other than one thing. And only one thing I can control is my eating and my exercise. And to tie those to calorie deficit makes them terrible and bad for my mental health. I mean, if it works for some people, it works for some people. It does not work for me. And that's my idea of this, is just to make this a lifetime habit and have long-term goals. Like, I do have short-term goals. I want to walk for 30 minutes. I'm really close. Yesterday I walked for 25. I think I'm healthy enough. I just have to strengthen my lower back. I have other short-term goals as well, so I can keep at it. Orange Theory, I have a bunch of little check marks of, like, I want to get up to walking 2 miles per hour as my base pace and things like that. But at the same time, I want to have long-term goals, so I really have something to shoot for, so that I can keep on exercising for a long time and keep on eating right for a long time, for the rest of my life, really, because I want to live. And that's why I'm exercising. That's why I'm working on my eating, is just to live a longer, healthier. I mean, not healthier. Just say enjoyable life. So that's it. I've been talking for longer and longer. I need to start shutting these down sooner. But what are you gonna do when you don't have any rules? Like and subscribe. Love you.